Now, yes.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Hold on tight. We've got a game coming up. Shut the fuck up. I've been practicing that for 0 seconds. I'm like the new Harry Mack, dude.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Turn on the stream.
5, 4. Okay, listen up, everybody. This is important recap information. Everybody put on your thinking caps. It's a recap. Last session from half a month ago.
Oh my god.
It's
not that fucking big of a deal, bro. Chill.
We had some interesting things go down. I think that was the session where Thirstwell met his demise. At the hands of our good
Silas.
It's our good friend Silas. Decided that the frail, kind of old guy needed to die by his hand, a brutal death. So he did that in a private tent at the Wandering Emporium, hosted by Mahadi, or whatever other name Silas wants to call him.
Daddy.
And they were also given a tent of their own to sleep in tonight. A couple of them are laying down. Most of them are laying down for a long rest at the time. But Silas has opted to shake off some of the murderous, memories that he has from just 14 minutes ago. And he's walking around a little bit. The last thing that happened, though, was that the helm of Torm's sight was picking up a little vibrato in the bag of Gantash. So where we're going to start is with Fredbot walking in, giving us some tunes.
Is it nighttime? I just needed to reiterate
It's
that.
hell.
We're in Avernus. Time hasn't passed the whole time.
Yes.
It's at perpetual state of dusk.
If we're gonna hear crickets, they better sound like demonic crickets.
I just meant like, would there better be
Crickets down here
people out?
scream.
I'm just gonna do this.
You're going to do what?
I played it. Or can you not hear it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're like...
Yeah, we're in the Medina, in the middle
don't-
of. Aren't we leave? Didn't we leave this place?
No, we're about
Or
to.
are we? We're still there.
You're in a tent.
Sorry, I forget. Oh yeah, right. We're crashing. Right.
Wish I could muffle it.
My
Also,
bad.
I want to make sure that you guys have kept decent track of your debts. So please, while I'm doing this,
I have
think
none.
about all the debts that you've accrued, all those wooden chips.
We don't have any.
Yeah, I don't have any. What are you
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
you must not have any. Yeah, that's right. Nobody got a wooden chip.
No,
I bought. I remember
somebody
what I
did.
bought, but I don't remember what it was worth. I bought 2 vials of Demon Ichor.
Okay. I will bring that up for you.
I believe they were 25 gold each.
It's for free.
Hold on, I might have.
I don't worry, I've got the prices.
Well, I've been on my. I was on my laptop last sesh.
Well, didn't we
Paid my
pay for
debts.
the
yeah.
legendary thumb clippers?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that did
But
happen.
we just got a token, I think, saying we had to pay 2,000 gold.
Wow. No, what was the total? Oh my god.
It was like
And you, because
1,500, I think, or something like that.
you were gonna trade this amethyst that were worth.
No, it was 500.
each or
It was
something.
500 gold. I have it marked. We somehow reduced it from 2,000 to 500.
You had a ton
But I think
of
because I think we traded 1,500 worth of stuff, including two
that's right. It's 500 gold.
amethysts. I think each worth 500 gold, and some other fucking random shit. I don't think I got rid of anything because I don't have anything. But you guys have a bunch of random magical shit. You're
Actually-
like, fuck it, I don't want it.
That might not be right. I think the 500 gold is for my armor. Sorry guys, I didn't write down what the item costs, so I don't
It
know
was
if anyone has.
2,000 for sure.
Yep.
And we established at the very least that we had 1,000 gold worth of amethysts.
Oh, then I had stuff as
And
well.
there were some other items that people wanted to trade in.
Fuck. No one has that number written down. Oof.
Somebody got a wooden chip. Oh, but the main thing, we're gonna just jump forward on this.
Oh, I have it right here.
Oh,
800 wanted to come from Yoll. He was gonna pay 800 gold. I was gonna pay 100 gold. Silas had 900 gold. I think that's all from amethysts, maybe. And then 100 gold from Buru.
Bingo.
Because I got the 800 gold for
Card.
trading in the Tormentor.
Yeah.
Actually, and that makes sense, and it is 50 gold that you owe for the Ichor.
Okay, great.
That's a beautiful thing. So,
So
Yeah, I wrote it down. Yeah.
I owe 850 gold.
52. I believe you got some beers in there as well.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Beers.
Okay, so
I think they were 5 silver each.
Okay, I'm
I'd
gonna
say I bought 4.
delete other people's debts. Just keep track of what you have,
Yeah.
please.
Also, I just want to make sure that the items were removed that you guys traded in. I believe you also traded in the cloak.
Yep.
Yeah, so just make sure, Silas, that you've got all that stuff traded away. Okay, perfect.
It's going.
So we're
Yeah,
ready
I have
to
stuff deleted.
So, the last that I left you guys, you were mostly getting ready to do your long rest. Silas does not have the ability to do that because he long rested on the way over. But I will let you get away with a short rest, and you're going to have an 8-hour window where you can slip that in. That said, I'm actually going to start with Buru and Yoll. I'm going to ask both of you guys if there's anything you'd like to do before going to sleep.
No. Just sitting quietly thinking.
Buru?
So we're all sleeping, huh? Yeah, I guess so.
The three of you are in the tent. Silas is just roaming.
Hmm. No, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay. Gantash, I'm going to come to you next. What are you doing? You feel like a violin being plucked in your backpack.
I'm gonna take it out.
Okay. You look at it, and it does still look like a very dull, very mundane helmet. However, it is emanating warmth and vibrating.
I didn't even think about this before. I'm gonna set the helmet down on the whatever floor is in front of me. Is it still doing the same thing?
Yes.
Actually, I'll pick it back up. Maybe I'll remember what I did a couple episodes ago where I just kind of like meditated with it and I felt I'm gonna try that again.
Okay. I'll have you start meditating. I'm going to jump to you here as well. So I'll have you start meditating, and I'll tell you kind of the results of that in just a second. But you'll...
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I just thought of something that I wanted to do. I thought of last time that I never got around to. I wanted to, actually, before going to bed, I wanted to leave the tent and see if I could find, like, information vendors.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Then I'll have you stepping out of the tent. So I'm going to leave you where I left Silas, which is like Silas is maybe a bit ahead of you. So I'm going to keep going with Gantash here. Okay, Gantash. You meditate for, I'll say, a few minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay.
The whole ride, this thing. So you set it on the ground, you said?
I picked it back up and I did exactly what I did a few episodes ago, where I just kind of meditated with it in my lap,
Okay.
with my hands kind of holding it.
Okay.
And you
After
told me
about-
that there was like these pulses of like cold and pulses of warmth that I felt.
Yeah. So right now it's being just totally steady. The main sensation is the vibrating. Your hands kind of get, like your fingers get a little numb after a few minutes of being on this vibrating helmet. And you actually do catch those slight pulses of a little bit of cold, but primarily it's emanating warmth.
Okay. Next thing I want to try is I want to stand up.
Okay.
And in a compass-like fashion, I want to point it slowly in different directions and see if the vibrations increase or decrease based on a direction that I'm pointing the helmet in.
No change. You do a full 360, going nice and slow. Nothing changes.
I want to start putting it closer to my head. Not putting it on, but like just... Sorry. Slowly bring it closer and closer to my head and see if it vibrates more as I get closer to hypothetically putting it on.
You're putting it like this?
No, just like this, like just close, like yeah, like that, like that.
Like you're listening to a conch.
Sure.
It's consistent.
Okay, I'm gonna set it down. And beside the helmet, I'm gonna put my dragon hand.
Okay.
And I'll take a minute to cast augury.
Okay. I'll leave you there doing that. I am going to jump out to Silas.
Alrighty.
Silas.
I am looking for, like, I think I told you already, but like a fortune teller or... Yeah, I'm looking for a fortune teller.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of the same thing Yoll's looking for, information.
Information.
Information, boop.
I'll give you the kind of lay of the land here. So primarily what you see, so you've got the big food tent, you've got your smith, you've got the big kind of bulbous looking demon with kind of the smaller wings, just stashed away in a small corner next to the bar. Looks like he's got like a small little table set up. You have the Ichor healer across the way, and then behind the giant tent is a bunch of the smaller white tents. The only other two tents that you can see are, one of them has actually, let me make sure that I've got the look of this person right. There is a woman with a barber's chair, with just a big pair of bronze looking scissors, like shears. She's just kind of twirling it around in her hand. And then the other is what you can see from the outside, there's just like racks of these like linens and towels and things that you saw earlier. And you can actually see from here, there's a little bit of steam emanating from this kind of medium-sized tent. That's everything you've got.
So nothing that maybe looks shady, if you will. What are the white tents, sorry, that you were describing?
The small white tents are like
they just...
the one, that's where you killed Thirstwell.
Oh, okay.
That looks shady on the inside if you want to go look at that again.
I know what that looks like.
Yeah. I mean, really, the whole place kind of looks shady. Even the forge, you know, it's not like a bright, colorful, happy place.
No. I'll go over to the barber.
Okay.
That I see. Or yeah.
Sure. Okay. So you walk up and she just flashes you like a welcoming grin. And you walk up and she just kind of waves her hand over to the barber's chair. She says, looking for a cut?
Not particularly. Not today. I was wondering if you knew of a place where I could, you know, get some information, or, you know, like a fortune teller of sorts. Is there anyone like that here?
Nobody like that, but you pay for a cut, I'll see what I can conjure up.
How much do they cost?
Just a gold. Shave for a gold on top.
Sure. We won't
So-
shave my head, but
No. I'll shave the face for a gold. I'll give you a haircut for a gold. Have a seat.
sounds good. I'll
And
sit down.
she actually like pulls a curtain back that closes the entryway, and you can see that the interior of this tent is lit up with some pretty interesting golden embroidered candles. It really lights the place up quite well, and she's got this beautiful looking mirror with gold inlay on the outer trim of it as well. And you look at it, it's probably the cleanest reflection of yourself you've ever seen. And she, with a steadied hand, just whips up puts the kind of gown on you and just starts, with a practiced hand, getting your hair ready to be cut. She just kind of tilts her head and pulling your hair back. And what kind of information are you looking for?
Oh, like I said, I mean, I'm just looking for answers. I don't know where from.
About what?
Not really too sure. Like I said, maybe someone to read my future. Kind of like a mystic, if you will.
Oh, if only.
Doesn't seem like there's much of that going on here.
No, if I knew a mystic, I'm sure I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I won't be able to read your future. What are you concerned about?
No, it's nothing. Why? How long have you been here?
Oh, by my count, maybe a few material plane years.
And
Maybe
are you here by choice, or are you paying off a debt?
Well, as much as I don't like the clientele, it certainly is interesting getting around down here. Lots to see still, so we'll call it by choice. And the pay isn't bad. You're curious.
I mean, it's the first time I've been to hell. First time I've seen this place.
Here's hoping it's your last. And she just quickly starts snipping up your kind of now long, slightly disheveled hair. You're young. And you're not dead. So, what are you doing here?
Well, we're trying to save the world, if you will.
So curious. Well, I'm sorry I can't predict your future. If you find somebody who can, be sure to send them for a cut as well.
I'll be sure to do that. Although you guys don't stay around in one place too often.
No, but we can be found. There are ways. Well, young boy. And she kind of like just keeps trimming very, very quickly, leaving you with most of the length, but just getting rid of all the dead ends and kind of cleaning you up a little bit. Saving the world. From who?
The ruler of this one.
Now, that could mean two things.
Oh god.
Asmodeus or Zariel.
Well, first of all, Zariel.
First of all, interesting. And she kind of slows her pace and sets a towel on your shoulder and drags the shears, the scissors across, wiping the hair onto the towel. And you get a good look, and you can see that these are very clearly, like even the smell of the metal. You can tell that these are like copper shears. And the light that was kind of blazing from these candles starts to fade a little bit. And to the point where you can kind of just see the four more forward features of her face and her clothing as she moves around now, being highlighted by the candlelight, but the rest of it is darkened. So interesting. Give me a perception check.
Is this an ability check, by the way? Or is ability like strength, dexterity, constitution?
Yep, it's an ability check.
I'm going to use something that I haven't used that I should be using.
Okay.
And that is this. So I can add a d6 to that roll.
Oh, okay.
Roll 10.
Up to your
For
turn.
reference, Lemon, everything like on Foundry, everything on the far left side of your character sheet, that would be a skill check. So those
Okay.
are your skills, and everything on the right of that is all of your abilities.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
those are all ability checks.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So you,
Or maybe it's the other way around.
yeah, I mean, I'm whatever. I'm fine with
Doesn't
this. Yeah. So you just see kind of in the darkened tent now, just like this flicker, just briefly in the eye in the mirror as you're kind of looking up at her in the mirror. You just see this kind of flicker, this flash of yellow as she turns her head to go grab something that you realize is some sort of like salve that she starts kind of rubbing together and brushing it through your hair. Her eyes go back to normal. And you basically gather that maybe this woman isn't exactly as she appears.
Do you know of Zariel?
Of course, everyone does. We're in her world now, and I have been here for a while. You're all set, young one. And she kind of finishes brushing through your hair. And you look good.
Always.
If you find that mystic, let me know.
I'll be looking. And I'll give her 2 gold. And the 1 gold for a tip.
And she kind of like pushes your hand back and hands you 2 wooden tokens, each with a gold, with a 1 on it. Take care.
Just quick question before I leave. Why do you not accept the gold and we pay Mahadi?
Well, it's a system so that nobody gets more than their cut. I don't mind.
Just curious. Thank you very much. It was a nice
Bye-bye.
chat.
Do you leave?
I do leave.
When you take 3 steps away, you forget everything you talked about with her. You just look down and you have these 2 wooden tokens in your hand with the numbers 1 on them. And you look
And
back
I look better.
yeah, and you look and you feel good. You can feel a little bit more of the wind through your hair.
Does he look
And-
better or does he look good? Because those are different things.
Yeah. He looks better. She didn't fix his skin or anything like that.
No.
But yeah, no, he looks a little bit sharper. You do remember getting a haircut. You don't remember any of the interaction, any of the conversation.
All right.
You just remember somebody cut your hair. Could have been a devil. Could have been some dude. Could have been anyone.
All righty.
Yoll, we're gonna jump to you.
Yeah, you doing?
What are you doing?
I guess I'm looking around for like any, I don't know, like seers or anyone who looks like they have the ability to scry.
Scry. So I'm basically just gonna give you the same information I gave to Lemon. I'm sure you caught most of it. The only place that you guys haven't really been is the I'll just say like the spa looking place with the towels and the steam. And you have seen an interaction with that big kind of plump devil, but nobody's really interacted with that one. Everybody else, you kind of know roughly what they're into.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to the spa then.
Okay. And sorry, tell me again what it is exactly you're looking for.
I mean, what I'm looking for is entirely subjective. So it's like I'm looking for someone that looks like they might have the ability to scry, someone with some sort of magical prowess.
Okay. I guess I can say that probably your best bet might be the big plump devil. Looks more like if as far as devils go, looks more like a spellcaster than a fighter. Like isn't exactly carrying around a blade or anything like that.
For the purpose of the information that I need, I'll talk to him, but
Sure.
That's not gonna. And this is like a vendor at the place. This isn't just like a guy who's hanging out.
Yep, he's at a tent. You saw him leave and come over to the forge for a second to basically notarize a contract, and then he went back. So you're heading over?
I'm actually gonna go to the guy who I bought the demon ichor from. He seemed like he's got some fucking mysticisms about him.
Okay. So you head over to his kind of very small, shabby little tent. He's still got the vials neatly placed on a rack on the front desk type area. And he sees you coming. Back so soon.
Yeah, I was wondering something, and you seem like the only one in this crowd qualified to answer.
That's shocking.
Shock?
Yes, I don't think that I stand out. What do you seek?
Well, that's kind of the point. I'm wondering. On the mortal plane, I used to be something of a hunter. I used to sell leather and hide. And I kind of gave that up for a little while because I got, distracted by other things. And I have since sort of been accidentally reeled back into that kind of a role. And I was wondering if you might know anything about, or know anyone who does know anything about, tracking in a place like this based on maybe non-physical things. So like maybe a name or a species or something like that. Is that...
Wandering from the arcane, seeking information through the weave. I might know a thing or two, though I am ill-practiced.
Likewise.
What exactly do you need to know? And maybe, for a price, I can help.
Well, short answer is, I need to know where someone is. Exactly where someone is. Pretty much immediately.
Are they on this plane?
Probably.
Well, that's going to change a lot.
Let's assume they are.
For the attempt, and he just pulls out a wooden chip with 10 on it. Whether or not this works.
Okay. Those are your terms. May I present mine?
You may.
I'm going to give you a name. You may not ask any questions. You may not ask why. And no one will know that we've had this conversation.
Give me a persuasion check. And he pulls out another chip that has a 5 on it and puts it next to the 10. And just stares at you.
I'll look down at them, give them a little wink, and I'll drag them towards me.
Their name.
Croth.
And you see him kind of like reach down and he kind of like looks, you hear the flipping through of some papers. And he just pulls out the scroll, rolls it up, or rolls it open, and just looks at you. And you just see his kind of eyes roll into the back of his head, and the scroll just kind of fizzles away into dust and just flits through the air. And after what seems like 5 minutes, but probably was only 1, he just turns to you and goes, "He's not here. Not on this plane. But he's not up there either. He's on some other lower plane, but I can't find him exactly.
On another of the 9 hells?
No. He's not in the 9 hells. He could be in the abyss, in limbo, in any one of the lower. But he's alive. So, I have to assume wherever he is, he's there by choice.
How might I pin down his whereabouts a little more? Do you know? Do you think?
Much higher level spellcaster than myself. We'll have to scry, but not just a regular type of scrying. True scrying, where you can see through their eyes. Even then, you'll have to look and decipher where they are. There are some fiends on this plane that can accomplish that, but typically, scrying is for the upper gods. I hope it brings you some comfort. Or, unless you wish the worst on this person, that they are alive.
Yes, very good. They're alive. Said there are fiends on this plane who can do it.
Powerful. Those of station.
Those of station?
Yes.
What is that?
They have some meaning, not just a pawn in the hierarchy.
I see. Names, please.
Bell, Zariel, Tiamat, or Lilia. Not that many of them can be reasoned with.
Yeah, those are some beings of some consequence.
I wish I could have helped you more. I actually quite like you.
Thanks. You have been a great help. Friend.
And he kind of bows his head. No questions shall be asked further.
No questions. And I'll just give a little knock on the desk and walk out.
Gantash, I'm going to hop back to you, buddy.
Just want to let you know that Augury is a 1-minute cast.
Yep. So you put the dragon hand out.
Mm-hmm.
Would you get
Haven't you in Auguried?
after a minute, right?
But haven't you in said?
Oh, well, sorry. Good point. I guess I assumed what you were asking, but go ahead.
What did you assume I was gonna ask?
No, go ahead. No, I'm not going to answer that.
So the dragon hand is beside the helmet.
Okay. You can see how I would assume your
Yeah,
question.
I know. But I thought I would, it's only fair for me to actually specifically state it. I want to ask the hand, what would happen if I put the helmet on?
How close are you to the while you're casting this? How close are you to the objects?
Hand, helmet, now maybe like a yoga mat away.
Okay. The hand kind of props up on the wrist bones, and then it turns to like this and points at you, and then it instantly flexes up and falls forward. Like, flexes up like this and falls forward.
It's a nay, right?
And then it goes up to the helmet and like this. Scratch that last part.
Yeah.
Just in case you're taking me seriously.
Oh, I know. Just sigh. Grudgingly put the hand in. And, I'm gonna put it in my bag and I'm gonna walk out of the tent.
Where you going? Where to, Buckaroo?
I'm gonna... I noticed that Yoll and Silas aren't in the tent, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna look for Silas.
Okay.
He's getting his hair did.
You find him and
Gonna put it on me.
You find him after maybe a minute of standing around. You also see you can see Yoll. They both kind of went a similar direction, but Yoll is in a little bit of a conversation. You see Silas come towards you. He's walking just kind of back to the middle of the area. And he looks a little sharper. Got a haircut.
I'm gonna grab his bicep and pull him off the main path into whatever, between some tents or whatever. Just pull him off the main path.
You can get him between some of the sleeping tents and the dining tent.
I'm gonna pull, like drag him. I don't know if do you go willingly. I don't want to,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag him.
What's going on? What's up?
I'm gonna look down at the ground. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna do a double take. I'm gonna nod, and then I'm gonna say, not sure what to do. I'm gonna open my bag, and inside you just see that like the bag is like shaking a little bit. You look inside and you see the helmet at the bottom of the bag just shaking.
So the helmet's like vibrating?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I asked Torm, but he didn't give me much to work with.
You put it on?
I was thinking about it. That's why I came to you.
You want me to put it on?
No. No. I'd want you to supervise.
I don't even know how I would get it off of you. It took, what, 4 priests to get it off? And the temple?
I know, but something different about the way it's acting. Just not sure. Has to be a reason.
Are you wanting to do this now, or with Yoll and Buru around?
Well, Silas, what do you think they would say?
I think Yoll would probably say it's not a good idea. And I think Buru would reiterate that.
You're putting what Yoll would say lightly.
Yeah. He'd probably tell you you're stupid. It's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe you have a look, see if there's anything you notice about the helmet, and I'll just take it out.
I just put my hand to it first, just to see.
What are you trying to figure out about it?
I don't know. Just if I can feel anything besides the vibration.
Give me an Arcana check.
Wait, can I guide him?
What?
Too late, huh?
No, you can guide him.
I'll guide him.
100%. Yeah.
I can do my knowledge.
I
thing,
kind of
too.
jumped on that quick, so
I'll guide you.
I'm guided.
you can roll the d4.
Okay.
Good cause, guys.
16.
Okay. You get the sense that this is. It's not even magic. Like something else is going on with this thing. It's not even. It doesn't even seem like a magic item. Like it's not emanating any type of magic. It's just like a shell, like a vessel. It's like it seems very odd and obscure and different.
Is there anything like on the inside of the helmet? Like, can I grab it and kind of look inside of it? It's nothing.
It literally looks like a super dull looking helmet.
Okay. I can't gather anything from it. Just something seems off about it, obviously. But maybe it's trying to tell us something.
That's what I gather. Well, let me try one more thing before we come to a decision. I'll put it back down on the ground. And I'll kind of get on my knees and hold my hands out above it and close my eyes. And I will request divine intervention. This is...
Ooh. Was this a 5th level spell?
No, it's
no?
bigger than that. All right.
Wait, it's
Roll
bigger
that
than that.
D100, baby.
Okay, so here's the D10 and here's the 100. 10% chance.
Yeah, I'm going to use the upper side of the 10% to give it to you. Like, instead of it being like 1 to 10, or like 0 to 10, 1 to 11, it's going to be 90 to 100. You're going to have to hit.
Oh, I see. I was like, what are you... Oh.
Come on. Nat 100.
41.
41.
Let's try.
I mean, you just The heat of Avernus just like warms your hands. So
Arms this way.
Frank, there's one more thing. I can see 60 feet in front of me in the ethereal plane.
yep.
Just that's what I'm choosing. Just to let you know.
Okay, good to know.
What did you do? What was that?
Nothing. It didn't work. Well,
Do you want me to put it on or
no.
okay?
What good would that do? Who would we rather have? Who's the smarter of the two?
I've already
No,
died
I'm-
once. I mean,
I
hard to kill.
wonder if Mahadi could help us. I don't think he would. Probably wouldn't want us putting this on here, though.
Might be best to. Well, we either tell the others or you put this on. Yoll is around here, or do I know that?
Yeah.
Did I say?
Yeah.
Yoll's around here somewhere.
I know.
What's the worst that could happen?
Do you have a pearl?
Pearl?
Hmm.
No.
Can we get one?
I'm sure. We're in a market, aren't we? I haven't seen any.
It could help.
Pearl.
And I'll grab him by the bicep and start pulling him to the armory.
And they're working away, but seeing their loyal customers, Skids slides up to the desk again. You
Aye.
just can't. You can't stop spending money, can you?
Yes.
What is it this time?
I have 2 questions for you. One, do you have a pearl?
Plenty.
How much for the pearl?
Depends on the size. They start at 50.
What do you need this pearl for?
Just trust me.
Thank you.
It's like he's like a grandpa.
Don't ask any fucking questions.
How much? What would you... How much would this help? And I'll take off my hat. And I'll put the hat on the table.
The circlet?
No, I already gave that.
What's your hat?
Cap of water breathing.
1 for 1 on 100 gold.
Deal.
And he just like quickly like slides off to the side. You see him kind of rummaging through some sort of cabinet, and he just gently pulls out a fairly large looking pearl.
I have another question.
For my best customers, anything.
I'm gonna take a few steps back from him, from the desk. I'm gonna open my bag. What do you see?
Pretty shitty looking helmet.
What's it doing?
Shaking.
Why?
Maybe it's cursed.
You wanted
what-
it. You must know something about it.
I know it's an artifact. It's holy or something.
Insight. I would like to see if he's lying to me.
Yeah, let it rip.
I was a 12 plus 9. I think I should get something from that.
I mean, you can tell he's definitely more interested than he's letting on.
What do you know about this artifact?
I know that Torm kinda likes it. And so I kinda like it. A little.
What would you do with it?
Probably sell it to the highest bidder.
What if
How
I
much is it worth?
I'll give you 200 for it.
That's nothing.
That's 2 pearls.
Pearls that you need, apparently.
Not anymore.
Okay.
$200 seems too low. I feel like this is worth at least 1,000. And I'll close the bag.
Good luck getting that price.
Have a nice day. And I'll grab Silas by the bicep and pull him down.
Okay. Where are you going?
Back to the same exact spot.
Okay. You have a pearl?
Okay. Let's try this.
It's like... Okay.
Wait. Oh. Man.
Place the helmet down in a hurried rush. I'll take out my little pearl. And, start like...
Okay.
And then I'll put my hand on the helmet.
Yoll, give me a perception check, buddy.
Okie dokie. That was a 12.
12? Okay. You're just walking away from the tent by this point, and you don't catch them. They're stashed in.
Honestly, great. I don't know what I would do if I did.
Okay. So you cast. I'll go through the whole minute here. You cast Identify, and you discover that this is in fact not a magic item. You get a very strange kind of indirect sense as to what's going on with it. You can see that something is using it as a communication vessel. In fact, you can garner that there are multiple things communicating through it.
Ringing.
So I'll just kind of...
You keep the pearl, by the way.
I know. Pocket the pearl. And I'll just sit there kind of defeated. My arms just kind of pop out. And I'll sigh. Probably not best to put it on.
I mean, I'll put it on.
No. I can't get it off you.
You think I can get it off you? It hasn't done this the entire time.
No.
I think someone's trying to get a message to us.
Are you trying to convince me to put it on?
You came to ask if you should.
I did. And?
I think it's trying to tell us something.
Ring ring.
It's ringing.
It's like those horror movies.
Phone.
Phone is ringing on like the second floor, and the main character
Wake
goes
up
up
and
to
they're gonna
check.
ask to clean your ducts.
Okay, Silas. Let's entertain the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to put it on. I have this thumb. What did we discover? What was Raven God tell us? What he was communicating with Torm and Baphomet? He said something was
Baphomet?
communicating through the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. He said that Torm was trying to speak to him, but there was another force fighting for control. There's no guarantee. We don't know what else is fighting to speak. I just identified this helmet, and there are multiple voices trying to speak. And if Baphomet is hanging from my neck, it's probably not the wisest to put the helmet on to give him power to communicate through the helmet.
That's why I said I'll do it. Or
Or
we can grab somebody off the street,
what?
put it on them.
What? And then what? We're banned for life.
You want to come back here?
No.
Well, then it's not our head. Oh, dude, stop. Well, if you're not going to put it on, and I'm not going to put it on,
You don't want to?
I said I would, and you said no.
What am I going to do?
Maybe
If
we
this
should talk
doesn't
to the
work.
others.
I don't want to do that because I know what they're going to say. I already know. No, bad idea. No. But maybe we should try. We are a team, after all. I believe that's what teams do. Right, Silas?
That is, we look out for each other.
Yes. Let's go. In a hurry. Picks up the helmet, throws it in the bag. And where does he grab Silas?
Because you'll see us like
Well, it depends.
Getting
Where's
dragged.
Yoll? Where are you going?
From leaving the
The Acre dealer.
is Alan still behind the bar by chance?
Right now it's the dwarf.
I'll go back to the bar anyway.
Okay.
what is Buru dreaming about?
So you approach. So you approach the bar and you see that kind of stoutly dwarf. Just it's a totally different type of clientele now. Just seems like kind of mixtures of humans. There's a drow there, but still a small audience. There's about 3 of them. And you walk up and he just kind of heartily greets you, though it kind of gives you a little bit of a weird look as you come. Or are you coming back? More stout?
I was talking to someone here earlier, and the conversation got interesting, and I just thought of something that I wanted to ask them, and they're not here. There was a woman back here earlier. Is she still around?
Aye. Oh, you want me to?
I mean,
her.
would you mind? I just have a question I wanted to
Yeah.
ask her.
Yeah. And he just kind of heads to the back, and he kind of like, you can see he's like kind of being a little bit forceful with her. Actually, drags her out by the forearm and actually stands next to her as you as he presents her in front of you.
Thank you. That's all. And I'll just look at him.
Aye. It's my establishment, I'm sure you understand. Not going to walk away from interesting information.
Well, it's kind of, it's a little bit private.
Oh yeah, how private are we talking? And he holds up a 5-chip. That's a good boy. And he puts it in front of you. And he just stares at you.
That private, thank you.
Good boy. And he walks, and he kind of heads behind, and he, like, as he's tucking away behind the curtain, he just kind of winks at you, and he heads behind the curtain.
I'm gonna scoff at him as he fucks off.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
he's
Alan
kind of
just
the worst, huh?
And she just kind of crosses her arms and, like, brushes off where he was holding her. I'm surprised you're still here.
Yeah, well, you can't exactly make a scene here. Otherwise, people tend to notice. So I've done some thinking and a bit of research. And you're right. I owe it to you to do what I can to help you. But to do so, I need you to help me.
How would I do that?
He's a creep. I don't want him to hear any of this. Do you know anything, any single thing that you can tell me about Croth? I know he's a bearded devil. That's it. He's not in Avernus right now. I need to figure out how to get him here. Anything you can tell me.
He travels on the river. But he comes back every 10 days. If my math is right, we got about 2 days left till he comes back again.
And how long does he stay?
A day, maybe 2.
Oh, well, that certainly gives me less time than I was hoping for. But honestly, much more information than I was expecting. That's awesome.
Yeah. He doesn't go alone. Anywhere, really.
Neither do I. Or do you know something about his posse that you're not telling me?
There's a few of them. It's not like an army or anything like that.
Well, I've got a few arms.
So you had him drag me out for this?
Yes, this is extremely helpful, and now I actually know how to solve your problem. So maybe enough of the lip.
Sorry, things just... It's not like they get better down here, so...
Well, you've got a friend, so, like, they did get better.
You're right.
Do you know where I can find sending stones down here?
The only type of stones that I know of is there are these big stone archways. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It's like a portal. Is that a sending stone?
No, that's super duper not a sending stone, though I am interested in that. There are portals. Are these planar portals, presumably? You know what? Not relevant right now. We'll get to that once we solve this first problem, yeah? You owe me that story once I solve this problem for you, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
How long are you guys staying here? This thing, how long is it going to be here?
Usually we park for maybe 7 days. And we just got here yesterday, so.
Great. So 4 days from now, you'll still be here. I'll see you in 4 days.
Okay. Okay.
I'll do anything stupid till I get back.
I haven't been doing anything. So.
Well.
And she's like kind of dejected at this point. Just.
If you did nothing stupid, you wouldn't have been here in the first place. With the lull.
I'm just gonna. I'll take it. It's fine. You're right.
Listen. You're allowed to smile on occasion.
Maybe
I'm in
4
hell
days from
too.
now. 4 days from now. How's about that?
Sure.
And she just stares you dead.
Say very loudly, thank you so much.
And you just see
just
the
walk off.
dwarf kind of peeks his head out. Oh, yeah, that's a good boy. And he just comes over and grabs her back. Where are you going?
To bed.
Okay.
Unless
When-
I see the peeps out.
The what?
If I like see Silas and Gantash like
No.
fucking spooking around the helm of Torm site in the middle of the floor, then yeah, like maybe I'll be like, what the fuck's going on? Or
No. You,
but if nothing
you,
particularly conspicuous is going on, I'll just head back to the tent.
yeah. You see the kind of like the flap of the tent door as you approach as the other two get there. Buru kind of snoring ultra loudly at this point as the two enter, and then shortly after Yoll comes behind. You are 3.5 people in a tent.
3.5.
If you count consciousness as like a half a.
I'm gonna get into the center of the room, put my backpack on the floor. I'm gonna turn back to Silas. Say, let's try one more thing. Just one more
Yoll's
thing.
there. Yoll's there, by the way.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware. Put the helmet on the ground. Take out the golden Torm amulet
Okay.
that I purchased. Just gonna hover it closer, drag it closer. I wanna
Raise my hand.
put the amulet inside the helmet.
Your kind of hand isn't like perfectly steady in your old age, and it kind of touches the side, and as the vibrate, you just hear like the ding, 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 ding,
Pull,
ding.
pull it up.
Fucking operation over this.
A little alarm clock going off.
Damn it.
What the fuck are you doing?
Look at this thing. Have you ever seen it do this?
Yes, on fucking Ravenguard's head.
Yes, and it's not on a head right now.
Okay.
Buru, wake up!
Buru yells. You hear him.
What's that? What?
Look
Is
at
it
this
morning
thing.
time?
How did you sleep? Did you have nice dreams?
Showing me the helmet?
Yeah, he's got it on the floor, and he's holding like an amulet around it.
What
Indiscriminately.
are you doing, old man?
I'm trying to figure out why this helmet is acting out.
Why the amulet?
I'm trying everything.
Wait,
He is
wait,
trying
wait,
it.
wait,
He
you're
did
trying
try
everything.
everything.
You didn't put it on, did you?
Okay, here,
If
let me
I
help.
put
I'm
it
gonna-
on, where do you
I'm
think I
gonna
would be right now?
Very quickly, take the shield and touch it with the helmet.
What the fuck?
I want to do that.
And you just get the
This
same
is not the place for this.
You just get the same thing, just the helmet just kind of rattles and tings against the shield. Ting, 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 and you just hear in your head, just stop. Stop.
Silas, do you want to put something in it? Do you think?
I was thinking of putting it on.
Of course you were.
Gantash thought we should ask.
Does it have any bad signs? Like, does it hurt? Is it too hot? Is it like a kind of a nice warmth?
Yeah, it's warm.
Wait, what
Every
did
once
the
in a while, there's like a little bit of cold, but otherwise it's a nice one.
Gantash? You told me you put the dragon head near it, but you didn't tell me what happened.
And then it pointed at me. And then it flopped over.
Ah. Good. Good.
I wish I could translate.
I can translate. Dead. Dead.
Hey, where's Bazit? Let's get it. Let's not use Baz.
My. Hey, here's one prison to another.
Who was the guy? Sorry,
Where are
who's the
these
guy that
fucking
wore the helmet
homunculus? Are
before?
they stuck in the truck? Let's put one on them, see if they explode or something.
Oh yeah, they're still floating around, aren't they?
We could use a homunculus. I love that idea.
Let's use the one that.
Wait, no, but if it is like if a demon or something is using this to channel communication, trying to get through to whoever's wearing it, a homunculus barely has the willpower to withstand that. If they don't explode, they'll.
Okay.
Demon homunculus.
Hold
that's
on.
horrible.
Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. I've noticed something. Back when we were near the Smiler, I meditated with the helmet while you guys were asleep. I was just curious. And I noticed there was these patterns. Warmth and cold. Warmth and cold. I focused on the cold, it got really cold. Focused on the hot, it got really hot. I'm gonna take a guess. Say that the warmth is coming from the upper plane. And the cold is coming from the lower plane. And right now this helmet is hot. Right? Feel it. And I'll go right up to Buru. I'll go right up to Buru with that. Feel it! Isn't it hot?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need everybody to put on their memory caps. When we tried to pull the helmet off of Raven Guard, do you remember what it felt like?
No.
Was it hot?
Was it hot or was it cold?
I don't. We didn't pull it off.
It was fucking both. It's fucking both, which means stop touching it. Put it in the bag, put it away.
No, but right now it's more hot than it is cold.
But it's still both.
And it's vibrating.
Gantash, you're not this stupid.
It's not about that.
It kind of is.
Wait, can you send a message to that guy? I forget his fucking name. Who had the helmet on?
Raven Guard.
Raven Guard. Can you send a message to Raven Guard and ask him?
In the morning.
I mean, I can send one to him.
Right now?
Then off you fucking go.
Yeah.
Can you do it? No, I can't do it. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll do it. Then just fucking do it.
I didn't know if he could.
If you don't do it right now, I'm going to go and stand up front and I'm going to yell as loud as I can.
What should I say?
I don't know. You wanted the message.
Oh, you should ask him.
These fucking bitch boys.
What language corresponded with what temperature? See, he heard,
When you were resisting the temptations of demons from the abyss,
Hold on.
was your head a little chilly or a little warm?
he heard there was celestial, Torm's light will guide me, and there was abyssal, war rages on. What temperature did he feel during what language?
Yes.
All right.
Ask I would be very impressed if that's a piece of information that he's retained. He's got a little couple loose screws, I think, after that incident.
This is the message I want to send. The helmet is vibrating. The helmet is vibrating. Is hot good or bad?
Okay, that's 9 words.
What else should I say? Oh wait, can I even say that?
How many? You're at 10?
Spell?
You're at 10?
I think I'm at 9.
Well, no, you can we can determine what we're gonna send before we're actually doing it. Like we can talk about the message we're trying to send.
I like the one currently going right now. Oh,
Yeah,
what
but
is
we
he
need. Oh,
Is hot good or bad?
Is hot good or
What
bad?
does that mean? The helmet is vibrating. Is hot good or bad? Vibrating and temperature do not.
Should we put it on?
I could
the
fucking
helmet.
tell you not to
The
put it
helmet.
on.
The helmet is vibrating and it's very warm. Is the temperature good or bad? Should we put it on? Best regards.
Sincerely, X's and O's.
I'll say something like that, but I'll say yeah.
Okay.
Your message has to be precise. You got to say exactly the words you want to send.
Okay. The helmet is vibrating. It is very warm. Is that good or bad? Should we put it on?
You have 7 words left. I hope
Love
you are well.
Silas, Yoll,
Love
Buru.
Silas.
And that, yeah. Silas. Do you want me to finish it off?
You don't have to. You don't actually have to.
I know.
Okay.
Also, how are you doing?
Relatively quickly, you hear a response. You must be in great need if Torm is contacting. Use it wisely. Chant. Torm releases your hold, demon, if things go poorly.
So, warm good or bad? Warm good?
I'll just reiterate that message to them.
So we put it on.
It seems like Torm is trying to communicate, is what he's saying.
Hold on.
Wait, what did he say to say? Torm, release this demon's hold.
Torm releases your hold, demon.
Oh.
I wrote that down.
Okay, good.
Torm releases your hold, demon.
So, I seem to remember Mahadi saying that we should fuck around as little as possible in his establishment. I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, this isn't the place to do this.
Believe me, Yoll. Some of us have already fucked around a lot.
What does that mean?
I don't wanna know what that means.
I do.
Actually at all. Nope. I don't care. Nope, you don't. La 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 la.
I think we should put it on. It's just a matter of who.
Oh,
Yeah, who should we pick to have a good and intelligible conversation with Torm? We could pick the cow who doesn't do it so good and has 1,000,000 contracts with demons and also has a devil thing in his shit. Or we could pick the idiot dumbass who doesn't know nothing. Or we can pick the other idiot dumbass who doesn't know nothing. Or we can pick the guy who's so in tune with Torm that he fucking speaks through his eyeballs.
I put it on.
But he also has the thumb around his neck of Baphomet.
What did you just say?
I just put it on.
Okay.
And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Finally!
Okay.
Finally!
This is what happens.
They all left at the worst
Wait.
possible time.
They're taking a break.
All
Like,
left.
they're actually taking a break.
Okay.
Waiting for that to happen, Frank.
I mean, it's not fucking. It is what it is.
That was stressful.
Is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh shit.
I'll be right back, dude.
This. I'm not gonna. Interesting.
Shit's about to get crooked.
Yep. I know what I must do. Yeah, it's about to get spicy.
I think so.
It's been a really funny episode so far.
Been a little bit strange, but yes.
Yeah, I think you've been having a good time.
I think so, yes. I love when things go very, like, not as I expect.
Very fuck upidly.
Fucky ducky.
Oh, dude, popcorners. What an excellent selection, dude. Good for you, bro. What flavor? Spicy cheddar. Not sure I agree with the flav, but otherwise, popcorners are so sick.
Pretty
What flavor is yours, though?
Kettle cooked.
Oh,
I like the kettle.
there's not really good flavors. It's salt and pepper or that.
The kettle cooked one tastes great. I don't know. It has like this really unique taste to it. Kind of sweet. I like it.
I'll try it next time.
Yeah, it's like a red bag, right? I think it's a red bag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We did fucking bumps. Started eating sweet and spicy Jack Links. That shit's fucking strange. In a good way, though. In a good way. Anyways, everyone's back.
Okay. Here's what takes place, boys.
Should we change the music? Is this like a music change type thing?
I think it is.
Yes, absolutely. What, you don't want to have jaunty Medina music and
What do you want?
well, someone's about to commune with either a god or any number of things that are super duper not gods.
Ominous music. Give me some ominous. Give me some ominous.
Yes.
I'll wait.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I like genuinely. I'm actually.
All right.
The spider's gone, by the way. I don't know if anyone.
Okay.
Might be a little.
Here's what happens. In the midst of your kind of arguing things out, the last thing all of you see before all of your eyes start rolling into the back of your head and whiteness overtakes your consciousness. Just a white light. You see Gantash just kind of like frantically looking around between you about the arguing. And then you just see him put on this helmet that you guys have been arguing about for so long. And then you just see him, stiff as a board, fall back onto his back. The rest of you, your eyes roll into the back of your heads. You maintain the posture that you were in, whether you were standing, sitting, laying. You're just shells. And this kind of warm invitation to commune stretches across your mind. It's clear that you're being invited to a conversation. So everyone other than Gantash, you have a choice. There's a white light, a warmth, and this inviting presence to a commune crosses over your minds. Any one of you can answer whenever you want.
We don't see each other.
No. You saw Gantash put on the helmet. Your eyes rolled into your head. You felt your eyes kind of go back. And then just this white light is all you can see.
Does this light feel anything like the light that shone before Lathander came down to be a party time?
Give me a religion check.
Oof.
I'll guide you, but I'm a little predisposed right now.
I'm actually going to use my inspiration on this.
Oh, okay.
10.
You kind of piece things together. You still have your own mind. The light when he came down was like a similar hue. That's the similarities you're gathering.
I will accept the invitation.
I
Buru
will as
and
well.
Silas? Buru?
I'm gonna call the Gargoth. Does anything happen?
You don't even have a voice.
I'll accept.
Okay. Gantash, you do not have a choice. This is what happens. Gantash, you find yourself staring down at your unconscious body. The white bottom of the tent seems to just stretch on underneath you, and there's nothing else in the room with you. And you're looking down at yourself, laying there with this helmet on. You kind of turn around and you look around you, and you can see something way in the distance. It's the only thing that's not white backdrop, ground, sky, and light. There's something moving way off in the distance. You start walking towards it, and as you do, you kind of look behind you after a little bit, and you see that your body is just following along. Just feet kicked up and just following you about a foot behind you. Very quickly, as you're kind of just willing yourself forward, you just stop walking and your body just kind of takes off, launching into the air and forward. And you get right up close to this scene that's playing out. And what you see, clear as day, is Zariel fighting demons with this one-handed hammer. It's a brutal, gory fight. There are demons scattering the landscape and a legion of devils beneath her. One in particular, you actually saw a pit fiend as you were leaving Elturel, wearing a very distinct looking helmet. From here, you can actually see, with the wave of this pit fiend's weapon, the scores of devils around her move in sync and crash up against a demon army. The last scene you see is Zariel smashing her hammer through the skull of this 30-foot tall demon, and it just cracks the jaw underneath, spilling blood on the ground, showering it down on the combatants below. The scene kind of wipes clean, and you see something else in the distance. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. By the way, everybody is seeing this. I should have clarified. Everybody is seeing through Gantash's eyes. Everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
11. Oh, can I inspire myself? I can inspire myself.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. A brief flicker kind of flares across your mind, and you all have seen what Baphomet looks like, as Baphomet flashes in front of your face, totally blocking your vision, with this cleaver, this bloody cleaver-like weapon, as it smashes right in front of your face. Silas, you take 5 psychic damage. You carry on, and in the distance you can see war machines as you get closer. But they're not driving around, they're just idling, spewing their dirty smoke into the air. And you can see very specific figures milling about. Different shapes, but it's kind of blurry. You are able to try to focus at this point, if you linger a little bit longer, to try to see exactly what you're looking at. But as far as you can tell, there are probably 14 war machines here, and various sizes of figures on and around. But Gantash, the choice is yours whether or not you stick around to try to get a better view of this.
Yeah.
You're gonna stick around? Everybody make a con save.
Can I ask a question first?
Sure.
You said specifically we are seeing through Gantash's eyes, but they are Gantash's eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody make a con save. Anybody less than a 15,
Yeah.
you take 10 psychic damage as a flash of Baphomet again cleaves across your vision.
I have resistance.
That's nice for you. You can see very clearly driving, or at least at the helm, stepping down into this circle in the middle, figures that you had described to you exactly by Mad Maggie. You see a devil covered in chains. You see a slender woman with a parasol made of bone. You see another devil with horns and wings and smoke billowing out of its mouth. And they all seem gathered here with scores of their followers standing outside of their ring where they're communicating with one another. And it flashes out. Off in the distance, you look out, see another scene. You head over towards it. You see a very familiar looking volcano. As you get closer, you can see in formation 4 squadrons, 5 by 5, of various devils in rank. It's hard to make out what they are, but you can clearly see 3 larger devils standing in front, walking up and down the line, inspecting the devils. You can't see exactly who this is. Everything is a blur. Do you stick around to make out what you're a clearer vision?
Yeah.
Everybody make a con save.
I'm using inspiration.
Ooh. Anybody less than a 15, you take 12 psychic damage.
If it meets, it beats, right?
If it meets, it beats.
So I don't take damage.
As again, Baphomet's cleaver comes slashing across. As you look down, you see those horned devils flanking Bel as he walks up and down his legions, his squadrons in formation. Horned devils, spine devils, bearded devils, and chain devils, with imps flying overhead, all in rank, seeming to be prepared for battle. The scene fades, and you look up as nothing else meets your gaze, and you see Elturel flying overhead. You bring yourself closer, and you start scanning the landscape, and only one thing stands out, one section of Elturel, upon which you can see two sizes of creatures, with one floating over top, kind of gliding around, staring down at all these things. Again, difficult to make out what you're looking at. Do you stick around for a clearer vision?
Yes.
Con save for everybody.
If anybody needs a few extra points, I got them.
If you got less than a 15, you take 16 psychic damage as the vision of Baphomet slashes across your vision.
Resistance.
You see floating above scores of both fresh minotaurs and legions of undead crawling from a very familiar looking pit. Gideon floating overhead, purple smoke spewing from his fingertips as he too is amassing an army. You blink and Elturel fades from your vision. On the ground, in the distance, you can see the entire span of the river Styx. One section of which clearly has figures standing beside it. As you make your way up close, you see tons of different shapes of creatures. One of which stands 20, maybe 25 feet tall. Do you stand to get a clearer vision?
Yep.
Everybody make a con save. If you got less than a 15, you take 19 psychic damage. Gantash and everybody else, what you see are hideous figures crawling out of the river Styx, swarming, unable to stand in formation as the viciousness of gnashing teeth and claws crawl their way forward into more of a mosh pit formation. Hundreds of them. And standing in the center is this grotesque, beautiful creature with a woman-like figure and a sort of flesh-like crown that surrounds its face and head like a giant hood, and it flows down its back like the train of a bridal dress that drips into the river Styx. And the thing that stands out the most is the fungus growing around the base of the dress, as scores upon scores of demons, sometimes ripping flesh from their own body or their allies, come in droves at the base of this river. You blink and the vision vanishes. And all of you hear at once. There's one more. You see in the distance the unmistakable tower of Archon. As you approach closer, you see, wandering aimlessly, droves you can already make out, even though it's a blurry vision. The way that they're moving in sync. You've seen this army before. But you look off to the distance, and you can see a giant skull in the landscape. It looks like a massive dragon skull. You make your way over, and you can see standing there 3 figures. One, unmistakable, is Krull, despite the blur. You can see with the glowing green hand, Archon standing next to him, and what you assume is the large Minotaur friend as well. Inside the mouth of the skull, though, you two see droves of some sort of winged creature pouring out of the mouth. Gantash, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you stick around to see inside of this mouth?
What is coming out of the mouth? Droves of
some sort of winged creature.
Winged creatures?
Creatures, yeah. Like crawling on the top of the mouth, crawling on the sides, and walking out on 2 legs.
Am I aware that they're with me? I'm being spectated through?
Your allies?
Yeah. I'm not aware?
You know that the image of Baphomet is trying to mess you up. And
right.
You're getting the sense that it's because you're lingering too long. But you don't realize who's with you.
And I would stay.
Everybody make a con save.
Ooh.
You guys got a little lucky on this one. Anyone less than a 15 or less than a 15 is taking 14 psychic damage. What you see are droves of those the creatures that you saw actually in the high hall that was sitting with the crabs. And as you kind of move into the mouth to see these things pouring out, crawling on the roof, the sides, and walking out, you look down into the mouth and you see 5 sets of glowing eyes looking up out of the mouth, and they approach the entryway of the mouth. And the last thing you see are 5 heads emerge into the light of the sky of Avernus as it too makes its way out of the mouth. At this, scene fades, and in front of you, you see a statuette floating of just a hand, making the symbol of Torm, and it is wearing a ring on each finger, a very bland-looking steel ring on each the thumb and each of one of the fingers. The hand itself fades, but the rings remain. And you hear in your head, Gantash, the devout hand. Accept your title.
I accept.
And the rings float towards your hand and place themselves on each one of your fingers and thumb on your right hand. And you, in that instant, just fall back into your body that's been following you this whole time. And you wake up on your back to your friends just kind of standing there, their eyes rolled back into their heads. And the helmet has kind of just like propped itself off loosely. Like it's like just, it would need to be pushed like another 2 inches back down onto your head if you were to put it on. Now, I don't know what's happened, so I'll say that each one of your partners come to. Does anyone fall to the ground? No?
No, not yet.
But you do notice blood coming out of some of their orifices on their face. Tears and ears and noses bleeding.
I shit on the floor.
I'm fine.
Some, I'm sure, looking worse for wear than others.
I'm vibing.
I'm gonna take the helmet off immediately. Just kind of sit there staring at it.
Looks like we all put it on.
And the silence of the tent comes over you, and the pain starts to feel real. For, again, I wasn't keeping track of who got hit the hardest, but you can explain kind of how badly you guys are messed up.
I mean, as I say, it looks like we all put on the helmet. I'll just kind of cough up some blood and just sit on my bed.
I have my finger in my nose from a nosebleed.
That's it?
Yep.
Damn.
Bro, he's a bolt.
Yeah, I'm kind of vibing too.
I got hit like 4 times.
Honestly, you could have hit me as hard as you hit the last time. You could hit me for 20 damage, which you hit me the last time. I like several more times. I'm chilling. Got a little dribble, maybe a little in the eye, a little choked up. It was a pretty emotional experience.
As I'm holding this helmet in front of me, staring at it, do I notice rings on my fingers?
You do. Just your right hand. And the name Gantash the Devout Hand rings in your head.
I mean, we all saw that devout hand bit, right?
Yes, you saw all of it.
And you see Gantash slowly lowers the helmet into his lap. And he's just staring at the rings. 5 rings to rule them all. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what is this? Battle of the 5 armies?
8 for the
Or
mortal
whatever.
man, 9 for the elves.
It was like a Hobbit plot.
And that's the prologue.
Forgive me for maybe asking the obvious question here, but what is a devout hand?
Yeah, DM.
Nope, this is me asking in character.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Gantash's hand like he just got his nails done. And look at them. This? There must be this. I saw it. Did you guys see it?
What does it mean, Buru?
Well, I'm actually genuinely asking DM. Like, do I know what that means?
History
Well-
check or I don't know.
Similar to like noble families and noble courts, the way that they would give titles like Baroness of, the Hunt or whatever. Same to do the churches and gods of both upper and lower planes give their followers titles. They sometimes come with greater connection, greater responsibility.
Great power.
Can't say you've necessarily heard this before, but it's a title bestowed upon you. And that name, that title ringing in your head, it just feels like the way it is now.
I've never heard anyone be called that before. Now it's what I'm called.
While this is happening, I wanna look outside the tent. Look around. See if anyone's taking notice of our trip.
Nope. Everybody's just on about their business.
What does Torm expect of you?
To finish what we started.
I think he expected that regardless. Timing seems odd.
Maybe. But he could be saying, hurry up.
Or maybe he's saying we're getting close.
Either way, we have more work than we thought we did. This realm is about to get busy. We are not the only players in the game.
But we are the ones with the least backup.
Got Torm now.
He expects a lot, honestly. I think we all saw the same thing, right? Those demons. That thing with the long robe coming out of the river Styx.
I don't think it's our responsibility to deal with those. I think it is those who want the same thing we do.
Yeah, but it would just be a different hell after that, right? What happens after we save Elturel? Do we just leave, or do we watch?
We're not here to save hell.
Either way, it will still seep into the mortal realm in some way. There needs to be order or balance in some way, I think.
Buru. We are just 4 mortals. How do you expect us to fight all that off? We're here to do one job. And we're gonna
It's
get
not
that
that
job
I
done.
expect us to fight it. It's if we kill Zariel and it dips in the favor of demons, and demons take over this realm. Are we okay with dealing with demons in the mortal plane? Is there going to be some kind of order? Do demons leave the mortals alone? I don't know. That is what I'm worried about.
There are 8 more hells. Buru.
Oh, that's right.
This is not
We
the
can't
only one.
We can't concern ourselves with restoring order to the realm of chaos.
We just need to get Elturel out of it.
And you best believe what we just saw are a bunch of peoples who want to keep Elturel in it.
Now, I think my memory is a little weird. But do you guys remember seeing Bell?
Yes.
What was happening there? I don't understand. I need someone to re-explain that to me.
He was leading a legion,
I think what we saw is
leading an army.
everybody is building up an army.
Bell,
It was just okay. He was
Zariel.
just building up an army. Okay.
Tiamat.
The demon lords.
Gideon.
Gideon. Even fucking Gideon.
Sugmoida.
Who?
Whoa, what? Who? Who's that?
Do I know who Zugmoida is?
Muhammad?
I think, unless something was revealed to you before, it doesn't really strike a chord with you.
You say Zugmoida. She's your best friend. Like a familiar name.
Oh, I just recognized her.
Where?
Ooh.
Just looks familiar. Like in the old, in Candlekeep. I learned about her.
In which scene? In what vision?
What do you mean?
Where did you recognize her? You said Zugmoida. Picking her out from a lineup.
Tell us what you know, Silas.
I know she's from the Abyss.
She's the fungus
And-
lady.
Yes.
That's all you had to say.
I mean, I didn't think it was. We were just naming the names of people we saw.
Yeah, like we all know
Yes,
what
and there
Sagmoida
was
is.
one of them that we did not know, and it turns out you do know.
Well, now you know.
Oh my.
Yes, and I had to fucking ring you out to get the information, for fuck's sake. I don't care what kind of bullshit you've got going on. We don't have a lot of time. So this fucking around? I'd rather avoid that.
Well, you know now.
Anything else you think we should know?
I mean, I gotta sleep. I'm hurting pretty bad.
I don't think we needed to know that. And I'll look at Yoll.
I have half a mind to put this fucking axe between your eyes. God, you are exhausting.
I'm just glad the helmet didn't betray us. It was trying to.
Gantash, I think you know it's not the helmet that does the betraying.
I know.
Though I hesitate to say it's even betrayal.
I know.
It's an object.
I am
It got used.
just thankful to make it out in one piece.
Yes. Yes, me too.
I think we should rest.
We should
Sounds
leave
like a
first
good
thing in the
idea.
morning.
Yes.
Sleep quickly.
I'm gonna lay down.
Alright.
Me too.
We all going out?
Yep.
Silas, you still cannot long rest.
I know.
So the rest of you, though, I will say without a hitch, tent is quiet, and you all get your long rest in. Silas, you get your short rest, like no time at all by comparison.
I'd like to do some reflection before I sleep.
Sure.
I just kind of want to think about all the time that we've spent driving along the river, near the river, and trying to theorize possibly where there might be planar portals, or like basically effectively I just didn't ask where on the river Croth comes back, and I'm trying to think of like, okay, where is a good place to check when time is right.
I'm not going to make you make a check for this. You guys have been around the river. You had some of it explained to you by different people. That river runs across the top layer of all the lower plains. And so where the river would descend and fall off of a layer, wherever the kind of layout of the land determines that to be at any given time as it does shift, it's probably going to be where the entry
But at
point
the
is,
edge.
basically.
At the edge of the plane.
Yeah.
You don't see what I rolled, right?
No.
Okay. I just didn't want to spam you.
I don't see it either.
I mean, but we do
It's
see
just-
Lemon
it's just my
privately
hit
rolled
die.
dice.
It's just my hit die for my short rest.
And keep
No.
in mind, I mean, you can roll one at a time if you want, and you can just choose to keep rolling or not.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
And we also still see the private roll. We just don't see what the results are, so the spam is.
I just didn't want to. Oh, okay. Then never mind.
What's the message?
I'll just roll it.
Just roll. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Don't forget, you do get some extra stuff on a short rest there, buddy.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with your spells.
Arcane recovery.
Okay. So you guys, is there anything else, Yoll, that you want to do?
No.
Okay.
I have.
So you guys, yeah.
You get like 2 hours or 1 hour to like kind of do something non-intensive, right?
Yeah. You have to be asleep for 6 hours, but you can sort of chill for 2.
Yeah.
Can I like inspect the rings for 1?
Sure. So, what I sent you a message of before, it's actually emanating from that.
And I knew that right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the name. There are some extra effects, by the way, which I will send to you, but they're primarily just logistical.
Okay. So I kind of like whatever, meditate with them or whatever, and kind of just try to get a better understanding. Maybe try to learn something from them. If not, not. And I'll just sleep or whatever.
Okay. So everybody, make sure you get your long rests done.
Oh,
Right.
and sorry, one more thing. Does it require attunement? It's not.
No. Okay. So you guys wake up, fresh as a daisy. Feeling good, looking good. Silas looking okay. No, he's looking good.
I'm looking great. Got a haircut.
Yeah, true.
He said looking better, not looking good.
Looking better. And you wake up to a similar sound of the hustle and bustle of the Emporium. You have no idea what time it is. You just know that you're feeling way, way better after that little sleep. I'll just have you guys kind of get up around the same time, other than Silas, if there's anything you want to do with yourself in the downtime.
Nah.
Just kind of hanging out, just keeping safe.
Vibe.
Okay. So you guys wake up, and Silas is there, eyes rolled in the back of his head, watching over you.
Watching what?
Nothing, I'm just messing with you.
Well, can I do one thing? Can I just look out in ethereal? I just want to see if I can see anything
Sure.
before.
60 feet?
Yeah.
You see the plane laid out in front of you. You're still inside of a tent. If you peek out, you can kind of see. So you still see everything that's there.
Yeah.
No people or anything necessarily. It's just kind of in like grayscale, but nothing in particular. There's no like people or anything like that.
Okay. That's it.
Gantash, when you wake up with a bit of a cough as your airway is kind of enclosed, and as you cough, you feel that similar stickiness inside your mouth and in your throat.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The spider webs. I
Uh-oh.
thought he was getting strangled by Baphomet.
No.
Viewers.
Someone's coming to say hello. We actually said hello last night, me and True.
Oh my god.
What?
It's a deep cut. Sorry.
Okay. Not the time.
Does anything else happen? I just kind of cough up.
Yeah, you wake up and there's like like your airway definitely feels like it's been shrunk by this like mass that's in your mouth. And I say mass, but it's like really a lining. It's lining your teeth. It's lining your tongue, your roof of your mouth, and down into your throat, probably about an inch.
Oh,
Can
God.
I take some out and put it like in like a Kleenex or something? Like off part of my-
Like a rag?
yeah, like
A
rag.
sock?
Yes. So you can you wipe the inside of your mouth and you can peel off kind of like a glob of it, and again it reacts in that same way. It's like sticky, it kind of balls up.
And inspect it. Like, can I try to comprehend its properties?
Sure, give me a nature check.
16.
16. This time you're kind of looking at it a little bit fresher eyes. The real difference that you like, the kind of like, I guess, advancement of your knowledge from the last time, there's no way this is spiderweb. It's something else. It kind of breaks apart a little bit. It's got the similar like texture, I guess, to spiderweb, but it breaks apart when you lay it out. It kind of like it expands almost like a balloon, where there's like a thin material holding together some of the thicker white webbing parts.
Does anyone know if there's an alchemist or something? Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have much on offer, but creepy guy with a fucked up hand up in the front. He's cool.
I'm gonna stop by him before we leave.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Do any of you have healing potions? Let's get a count.
The guy that Yoll is talking about sells them.
I know. Okay, let's forget about Silas. Do you guys have anything?
No.
I have one greater.
One over here.
I have 2 greater.
He's expensive, Buru. Very
I just
expensive.
want to know just in case. But if I can remember correctly, we won't find healing potions anywhere else. That's why.
Well, I mean, we might find them. Buying them, maybe not so much. What I do know is that I've got about 875 gold on my head for when I step out of here, so I'm not buying.
I'm not worried.
All right.
Gantash.
I am worried, but I'm not worried about that. Shall we?
We shall. I guess
And I will leave the tent.
I will leave too and go to that.
I'm just gonna follow Gantash. I'm very curious about his rings.
I'm following Gantash.
Okay. So you guys all head over, and seeming to never sleep, the vendors of this place are all still in place. Kind of all get this sweeping, kind of just generally shitty feeling of like, it's like nothing changed. It may as well still be dark night. You walk over, the same vendor is still there. Same flasks on the counter. And he just, with Gantash leading the way, he kind of bows his head. A new customer. More ichor for you.
No.
Then
What is this?
potion.
And I'll stick out the rag.
You see his eyes flick up behind you for just a brief second. And he grabs the rag and opens it up. You see him kind of inspect. He takes the little glob out, and you can see he's being very delicate with it, and he just spreads it out. You can see that this tiny little glob that you got in there, he actually kind of over time as he works it out, it's almost like a dough as it spreads out, and it covers a good 1.5 feet of his countertop. And he just looks back up at you. Very interesting. Did you find this somewhere?
Yes.
It's a living thing.
What's its purpose?
Think of it sort of like a parasite. It lives within, seeking a new host. Over time, it will break down the mental capacity of the host until it is a drone obedient, no longer able to be called sentient on its own.
How do you rid of the parasite?
Either you can be cut open and every last spore removed from your body, or there is powerful magic that can, and he just kind of chuckles a little bit, though painfully remove it from you. Burn it from your existence. Depending on how deep it has thread and weaved its way inside of you, it may be possible.
What kind of magic?
Restorative. Curing. High magic.
What's condition this parasite enacts on the host? Is it poison? Is it curse? Is it disease?
The closest is disease.
I see. Only magic.
Oh, it can be burned and cut from you with a skilled hand.
And are you a skilled hand?
No. I deal in demonicer and the maybe easiest potions to make because of my lack of steady hand. And he pulls up his hand, and you can see it's basically 3 tentacles on one palm coming out of it. It's an infection. And if it's affecting you, I suggest you seek out treatment, removal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
Anytime. And he bows his head.
Oh, 1 second. Yep. You said you have. They're easy to make potions. You have potions?
Health potions.
How many do you have for sale? What do you have for sale?
I have many. Just
health?
health. No greater. No anything bigger than that.
So you have regular health potions and greater health potions, correct?
No, just regular.
And how much are they?
100.
Jesus Christ, and you said they were easy to make?
Yes, but not easy to find down here.
I'll take 2.
And he reaches down, grabs with his like tentacled hand, and just hands them over to you. The corks on the vials each have a wooden chip with 100 written on them. Anyone else?
No.
Sorry about your fate, old man. If it's any consolation, you were probably set to die soon anyways.
Maybe.
Is anybody else interacting with this guy? No? Okay. All right. What are you guys doing?
I'm headed for the door.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to go.
So same as before, you see Mahadi kind of greeting some new guests in. Like it seems like he's just wrapped up with a couple that's made their way in. And he, as he's kind of like waving them through, he sees you guys starting to exit or make your way out. He says, my friends. I hope you enjoyed your stay.
Fruitful, yes.
Yes, and I heard that you are all walking out with quite a bit of food from my restaurant.
Yep.
Lovely. It's been a pleasure hosting for you, and before you cross this line here, I hope you understand that your debts must be paid. Who's first?
I'll just hand him an absurd amount of gold. I think I owe him 872 gold.
I'll take those wooden chips from you as well.
Sure.
He scoops them all up. A pleasure having you here. I'm sure there are other debts.
Now, what about the 500 gold I gave you at the beginning?
Yes, we will use that. What do you owe?
825.
Then the difference can be paid.
Okay, and I'm gonna give him 325.
Okay. And he takes your wooden chips unless you argue with him on it.
Nope. Go ahead.
And the rest of you?
I don't have any.
Well, good for you. And you? And he looks to Gantash.
I'm gonna hand him 100. look him in the eyes. Stick out my hand to shake him with the right hand.
With the rings. And he kind of like looks down at your hand coming in, sees it outstretched, and just kind of looks it over, like gets in close to it. So you did enjoy your stay. It's a good thing I don't charge extra for bringing people closer to their gods. And he shakes your hand.
I don't say anything back. Once I let go of the hand, I just immediately turn.
Well, goodbye, gentlemen. Oh, and no cleanup fee. Don't worry about it. We took care of it. Bye-bye.
What?
Yeah, I pooped on the floor. Let's just go.
Buru, that's disgusting.
The helmet did it. Let's just go.
A helmet did it.
I'll turn to Mahadi and go, I'll be back in 4 days, and then turn to Buru and go, without him.
We'll use it, I'm sure, to grow things.
Shut up and get in the car.
And you see
Disgusting cow.
you just see Bazit just... It literally has not moved from the back seat.
Just sitting there. Just
It reminds me of that that meme, that Narcos meme of him sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
oh yeah. He's all tidy and just sitting there.
Hey, buddy.
Hell, you're back.
Still no eyes, huh?
No.
Bummer. I forgot
think
to
I
ask
heard-
for some in there for you.
I think I heard somebody taking one of the vehicles, though. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty comfy out here all day and night, or whatever we're in. It's nice. Better than being dipped in Shimrath.
Great. I'm glad you were comfortable.
I was. It's nice. I hope you're enjoying the homunculus. And you guys look down and you just see they've shrunk considerably in size as they're just trailing slime. Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely around. Anyway, shall we hit the road?
Oh,
Yeah.
Bassett, since I've got a gift for you,
Oh,
I'm just gonna hand one. So I have 3 sets, and one of 3 I'm gonna give him of all that food.
mmm.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Doesn't he
Yeah.
not have a mouth?
He doesn't.
Oh. I'm gonna realize that once he takes it, and I'm gonna look at Yoll and everybody else and sit down. I'll put my head down.
And he just goes, "Thank you. That was nice."
Yeah. Take your
He's a-
time.
Just be thankful you smelled that and not the thing he left on the floor in the tent. Disgusting.
Sounds gross, but probably not as gross as being dunked in a gooey pit fiend for a long time, maybe years. Where are we going?
Beats me.
Atlantis.
Doesn't beat you at all. Going the same place we've been going this whole time. Atlantis.
Okay. So, tell me who's on what vehicle.
I would like to go and get
Same one.
behind the wheel of the scavenger.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay wherever Bassett is because I'm very curious if he's gonna eat the food and how is he gonna eat the food. I'm just very, very curious.
Let's go
Okay.
with Yoll.
So, okay. So then you would be on the demon grinder, Buru, and who's driving the demon grinder out of Buru and Silas? Or
I will.
You can whatever. Okay.
I will.
Perfect.
Yeah, or Bazzik can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got all that
Off we
food.
go. Okay. So then again, everybody give me your pointers as to where you're going. This is kind of going to be that vote thing again.
I seem to remember it was down here-ish. That was sort of our kind of goal. Sort of around this here sword in the stone.
Okay. All right. As you guys start these engines and take off, I need the drivers each to roll me a d12.
And I need Fredboat to stop with this because I am slowly losing my mind. You said D12?
Yes.
Oops. I pressed wrong button.
What do we got for the other driver? Okay, perfect. Okay. So you guys start driving your way down, and you make your way probably 2 hours across the landscape with not a whole lot going on. Eventually, we'll call it actually 2.5 hours.
Let's do this.
And I apologize, where did I just put this? What in tarnation is going on here?
What the friggin' godgate?
What the friggin' rig?
Where's the
So-
Mad Max music?
As you guys are driving, off to your right, probably maybe 500 feet, you can see a hill with a type of smog swirling around it. It's a relatively barren hill, though rising from it are giant tombstones and a pair of monoliths leaning into each other, standing about 50 feet into the red sky. There are also about a dozen stone knights in a kneeling position looking at the monoliths. There's an onyx set of steps leading up into the center.
How big are these stone soldiers? Like humanoid sized?
A little bigger than that. They're like basically like you would see a statue is larger than the actual person. It's about that difference.
Trying to figure out if it's like a monument or if this is artist formerly known as Army. Big red obelisks, you said 2?
Not obelisks, monoliths.
Monoliths, that's what I meant.
And giant tombstones. Sorry, the giant tombstones are the leaning monoliths. So 2 basically giant tombstones that are kind of leaning into each other, about 50 feet tall. A set of onyx steps leading up into the center of this kind of area. And a set of about 12 knights kneeling towards these tombstones with onyx steps in between. And all of this, sorry, I apologize, is on a hill.
I mean, I can't say I'm not curious.
You're the one who can see the furthest.
It's not that far.
Oh, it's not that far.
No. But he can definitely see. Actually, Yoll, you know what? Give me a perception check. That's a good point, Silas.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, well.
An 8. Yeah, so the only... I'll give you a tiny bit of extra info on that. You can see that there is some sort of structure in the center of this with... that have there's a set of gates on the front.
8. So they're like in the center, as in between the 2 monoliths?
Yes.
Gantash, do you remember anyone mentioning anything about a monolith? Or a stone army?
Not that I know of, however. When I asked Mahadi about Atlantheus, he said, always with glory with him. Maybe he wanted to find a glorious place to stay.
Good place to start looking, right? Tell the others we're pulling over.
Mind link with Silas. Stopping here.
Follow you.
Okay. So you guys roll up to this thing, and you can make your way all the way up the hill. As you get up the hill, the structure that you saw, it's very clear that it is the top of a type of crypt that you would see on the material plane. The gates that you saw seem to be locked, and they are just like the steps, a type of onyx color.
The gates are locked.
Yes.
It's like the gates to enter the crypt are locked.
Correct. The stone structures you can make out much closer now. You can see that on the shields, you could only see the backs of the soldiers from where you were. But on the shields, as they kneel, you can see the emblem of the Hell Riders.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Did we load a new map or no? I was loading something and now I'm just on this map still.
Don't be silly.
Okay.
He's using the feature.
He's preloading.
I will say this too. There are two missing from the top above the gates. It's clear that there were stone features that spelled out words that were somehow removed from the top. There were two words. You can see the spacing between two words, but no real.
So
remedy.
is it there were just two words and now the words aren't there, or there was a sentence and two words of the sentence are missing?
There was just two words.
Gantash, do you know if this Hell Riders had a motto or something? Maybe a
Do I recall?
war cry?
Do I recall something like that?
God, where's Rhea when you need her?
You give me a history check.
Ooh.
How's
You were,
what?
what'd you get, Gantash?
11 plus 10.
Jesus fucking Christ. For my Jesus.
I'm
you
here
guys
working hard for my 30-20s, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna fucking roll nines."
Plus 10.
You guys are actually both very certain that they did not have a specific war cry or really motto or anything like that amongst them. You know that the generals themselves sometimes had their own kind of legion calls or whatever, but as an army as a whole, they were just fierce and obedient to Zariel.
Are there Hellrider emblem symbols anywhere else on the stone warriors aside from their shields?
No, just their shields.
And is it sort of like carved into the shield, or is it like a metal or something embossed into it?
Yeah, they're all stone, so it's a carving.
So it's just a carving? Okay. Well, I'm going to get out of the car and start looking around.
Yeah.
At the very least. Like,
Me too.
clearly this is something.
Me too.
Okay. What about the other two?
Them.
Same. Okay.
I will
What are you-
follow.
What are you looking for particularly?
No, good.
Sorry. I mean, for me, just not to step on any fucking thing, any traps or
Okay.
anything like that. You know, any danger, any signs of danger.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump out. Have a look, see.
What about you other guys? What are you looking for particularly?
I'm looking for any other symbols, really at all. Maybe even like angelic symbols of some sort. I'm looking for like signs of disturbance, like
I'm
when
gonna-
someone's been around before, like recently.
I'm gonna cheat and ask Gargoth what the hell this is.
First of all, give me investigation checks for anyone that's particularly looking for things. And Gargoth will respond to you, and he will say, it's a crypt. Those damned Hell Riders. This one seems particularly well kept.
Like not turned?
Like somebody's been watching over it, seeing to it. I'm impressed.
And
sorry?
go ahead.
Nope. No.
I'm just gonna relay that to the group that this is a crypt and it's being well kept by somebody.
Silas.
Hi.
In your searching, you don't find any real signs of danger. You find kind of near the gates, you find a little more than 3/4 of a stone letter O in the rubble. Gantash, in your searching around, you find another about 3/4 of a different O in the rubble.
I'll pick mine up.
I would like to inspect the O further. Have dust on it. Is it like kind of clean?
Yeah, I mean, it was lying amidst some stone rubble that was right beneath right in front of the gate, I should say. And so it's got the typical, stone dust on it.
Oh, I want to clear the dust off with my hands.
Okay.
See if there's anything I notice kind of behind the dust.
Just looks like it's been carved. It's pretty neatly carved. It's got like a smooth inner surface to it. The face of it is smooth. It's clearly intentional.
Does it, based on what Buru said out loud, does it feel newly carved, or does it feel like centuries carved?
I would say it's probably hard to tell the age of it, but yeah, it's got good craftsmanship. The dust has settled on top of it, so it's probably been here for some sort of while.
This is gonna be a fucking wild question. Okay, you ready for this?
Okay.
Do I recognize the font from any of my readings?
Whew. I'm just gonna say no. Like it's a person carved it. Like it's an interesting question though.
I'm not gonna pick it up.
Okay.
I picked mine up.
Okay. It's most of a stone O. Letter O.
Most of a stone O, that means it could be a C.
It's more than 3/4 of a stone O.
Sounds like a C to me.
Be a G.
How high is the place where the letters used to be? Is it pretty high up?
It's like 10 feet. The gates are, we'll call it 9 feet, and then another foot for the place where they were.
Can I look around for more of them?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
God damn.
Yeah, +9's pretty good.
In all your searching, you find like a pretty good chunk of an F, and you find
Oof.
the majority.
It just says
The hill blows up. The hill
Okay,
blows up,
listen.
dude. Listen. No, it doesn't want to anyway.
Banger. Listen, I gotta admit, I call it when I calls them like I sees them. That was a banger. Great job, man.
You're gonna love the next one though. You realize you can spell "fooey" because you find a Y.
Oh,
But that's it. You clear out all the rubble, and that's what you find.
I'm gonna start putting them underneath where I'll go over and pick up Simo's too if he doesn't
Who's Simo?
contest me. Gantash, sorry. If he doesn't contest me, and I'll gather them all at the base of the where it fell out.
Sure. So in front of the gates.
Yeah.
Okay. Oofy, fooey.
And I'll
yeah.
just kind of be like, spinning them around, trying to make some words. If
Ofo.
do I know?
You've-
Are they kind of? Do they kind of like piece together, like
They are
puzzle pieces?
No, they don't. They're just like regular font, and the pieces that are broken, like where you've got most of the, like you don't have full letters, like it's just like most of them, mostly because they have like chips or chunks broken off. So it's clear that it wasn't intended for them to have these pieces missing, so they wouldn't fit together.
I want to walk up to the gate. Is that where we're at right now? We're at the gate? Pretty much?
Yeah.
And like I look past the gate. Is it like a staircase that goes down?
Yeah.
I want to do something.
Okay.
I want to cast Thaumaturgy. And I want to try to create little tremors at the top of the stairs to have like little rocks kind of tumble down the staircase.
Okay. There's no roll associated with this, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to accomplish that, and you just kind of hear them click down, and you can kind of get it down quite a bit. It does fall basically into the darkness, and you can even get a couple of them to kind of like tumble around a corner where you can see there's, you just kind of barely see that some of them just land on this little landing, but it does turn down to the side and fall down a couple more stairs.
And I'll just wait to see if like anybody responds or I hear any movement.
You do not.
Is there anybody beside me? Any of my... Hello. Trying to figure out who's the closest.
Of your group?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the same car. We can say you and I, because we got out together.
Sure.
Yoll.
Why does this keep skipping?
I have a sinking feeling he might be here. I can call out to him.
You think?
I think he's inside.
Huh.
And I can speak very loudly. Call out to him.
I don't think I gave much thought to what we would do when we got here. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But I'm inclined to trust you. Your instincts on the helmet.
Okay. Let's be ready then. I'll turn back to wherever Buru and Silas are, and I'll just yell. Just be ready.
I'm gonna
Wait,
unsheath
for
my
what?
weapon.
I try to bring him out. I'm gonna cast. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I have the letters over here, but
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy again.
Okay.
This time, my voice booming up to 3 times as loud for a minute.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna aim towards the staircase, and I'm just gonna yell, Olantius!
And you hear it echo, Theos, Theos. Down. You wait for the noise to dissipate. Nothing. Buru, I'm actually going to have you make an Arcana check. As you're kind of looking around for things, I'm going to say you're kind of the least tied up. Nice roll. You, as you're kind of looking around, kind of looking through the rubble, looking at the gate, you actually, despite your lack of training, you actually see that this gate is magically locked. There's not even a locking mechanism. There's just a block on the front of these 2 gates holding them together. It seems to almost be floating there off the surface of the gates on closer inspection. And it is a magical lock.
Silas and Gantash, I think you guys need to take a closer look at the gate. I can't tell, but it seems there's something magical to it. Maybe it's locked like that.
Before I go over there, can I do one thing to the stones in front of me?
Sure.
I'd like to cast a cantrip.
Whoa.
I get a new cantrip at level 10.
Wow. That's nice. Okay. Yeah. So that'll take you a minute. So Gantash, how do you react to Buru?
I mean, I'm already at the gate.
Sure.
I'll kind of start inspecting it. Kind of a little wide-eyed that Buru caught it and that I didn't. Just kind of like.
So I'll say with Buru's helping you kind of inspect this thing and having already noticed some stuff about it, I'll have you roll it with advantage.
First roll. Aye, dog shit rolls. 5 plus 10.
So 15?
Yeah.
You find, as you're kind of digging through, looking at this thing, it clearly is like a magical lock. You can certainly decipher that. And it's got a rune on it that you can recognize. And it's just a spoken word rune. So you're going to have to, you basically recognize that you're going to have to speak into this lock to get it to open. As you're doing that, by your feet, Silas, you're casting mending, and like some of the rubble and things like that starts to roll up to these rocks and starts piecing itself together. And you can confirm with certainty that the letters that you thought you had are certainly that. It is 2 full O's, a full Y, and a full F.
That's how it's arranged.
Well, it's not how it's arranged necessarily. It's just those are the letters you have in discriminate order.
Woofy.
Hoofy.
I can't do I recognize what language it might be?
It's common.
It's common.
It's the actual letters.
I don't know how I'd even arrange this.
Well, it's 2 words.
Oh, it's 2 words. Fo-yo?
We're probably missing more letters.
Fo-yo?
A little hot. Let's get some photo.
I wonder if I could, this is out of character, counterspell the lock.
No.
Yeah.
Counterspell only works on a spell that is being cast.
Thanks,
right.
nerd. I appreciate that.
Well, it's how the spell works.
I know.
Pretty sure
right,
it says
you're
it in
right.
the rules text too.
It
It
does.
probably does. I didn't even read it.
Counterspell is not dispel magic. Dispel magic would maybe do
Yeah,
something
that would
different.
do something different. Yeah.
Well,
Oops, sorry.
it's okay. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. Think on this, and then we'll call the session if nobody says anything.
Is there anything odd about any of the statues, or are they all the exact same?
I'll just say, kind of in your big investigation checks earlier, they're basically the same, like identical.
Can I walk up to one?
Sure.
Just get close. Nothing out of the ordinary. It doesn't like turn on when I get close. Like it doesn't start moving. It's just stone.
It's clear that it's a monument to the crypt.
You said 2 are missing.
No, there's just 12 of them.
What did you say 2 is missing of?
There's
There
two
were
statues.
2 words missing above the. Yeah. What a weird noise.
Yeah, I super duper don't like it.
That's it?
Oh. I'm gonna walk.
You don't have to change it.
I'm gonna walk
I know.
to the lock.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna say, "For glory."
And almost instantly, the block falls off the front of the gate.
Let's go, baby!
Yeah, let's go.
Fucking pull your shorts down. What's up with your fucking farmer's tan on your thighs, dog? Come on.
And it clunks down onto the step. And it starts actually teetering on the top step to start rolling down. And it echoes
I believe
As
it's
the
not
gate-
goofy.
as the gates creak open. Now, I said 1 minute, but now I have a question to ask. What do you guys do?
Go in, obviously.
Yeah, we didn't come this far to turn around.
So, what order do you go in?
I will
Gantash?
volunteer to go first, but I will not
I'll be last.
force myself through.
Second.
Okay.
I'll be second last.
Okay. So, you make your way down the steps. You make the turn. Oh wow, look how fast that loaded. Unbelievable.
Loading very slowly for me.
I read this wrong. Yep. It's like one of those rearranging puzzles. You make your way down. You find yourself in a relatively tight hallway. It's clear that this very quiet tomb where each footstep echoes off the walls was built in reverence, though the air smells of something foul. And that's where we're going to leave you guys. That's it.
Gee.
J-